I feel like I've been on a motivational tip with these videos. It's been cool. But, I've had to realize, like, bro, this is my channel. And so with that, I'm just going to talk about stuff that I don't like. And if you like these things, you could, like, dislike, feel me, chip in. First things first, I don't like when people look at me because I smoke. You know what I'm saying? That might be the main course of this video. So this is for my custies out there, feel me? Like, there's this stigma around weed smoke and weed smokers that it's very, 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 very toxic. And I don't get it. I find that, like, weed smoking is all cool and funny until a nigga that looks like me or, like, somebody that, like, you know what I'm saying? People pick and choose when it's cool and when it's not. Same type. I be seeing, like, videos of, like, old people smoking, or I'll see, like, just rich white people smoking, and it's a whole thing. Like, even on YouTube, I saw a video of niggas hotboxing a toilet paper for it in a Walmart. I really don't get it. I don't understand it. The shit, I feel like this shit affects everybody differently. I might call this shit weed talk. I feel like it affects everybody differently, so one person can't really tell the other person, like, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Because niggas don't keep that same energy when it comes to drinking or when it comes to having too much sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always want to be on some, oh, you smoke too much, da-da-da. People see you smoking once out of the day and swear that all you do is just sit down and smoke weed. But even to that point, it's like, so what if that's what somebody does? You know what I'm saying? It's their life. I'm really heavy on the, like, yo, it's their life. All you can really do is just pray that people see the right ways and, you know what I'm saying, keep it pushing. As long as you doing what you got to do, that shouldn't really matter for real. I don't know. I was one of them. You ask some of my friends from high school, I was definitely one of them ones that was like, you shouldn't smoke weed. It's gonna fuck up your brain and you're gonna be a bum and you're not gonna do shit with your life. This is a nigga that has never pulled a spliff in his life, that knows everything there is to know about weed. Even the whole story of how I started smoking, like, it was just genuine curiosity. Like, in my last video, if you watched it, I hope you watched it, but in my last one, I said I'm a very curious person when I want to be. I'm a very inquisitive person when I want to be. And so for freshman year of college, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went into college just knowing, like, yeah, I'm not going to be on that timing. I'm there for school. I'm there, I'm not drinking, none of that shit. I'm not going to get pulled into the illusions of grandeur. I like that. Not delusions, but illusions of grandeur. That college has to offer. And lo and behold, like, by the second semester, boy, it was over. Like, it was over. I'll say it got more consistent like sophomore year, but literally the day I started, I was just at a function with a lot of classmates, schoolmates, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were all close at the time. And I was really heavy on just like, yeah, I'm just going to come here and chill. I'm not really going to do anything. And then I kind of just thought about it one day, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, Like, I figured the worst thing would be, like, if I don't like it, I'll just never do it again. And if I do like it, then, you know, I like it, whatever. Funnily enough, the first time I smoked is not the first time I got high, too. That's also... those are like two completely different stories. I don't even think the first time that I smoked, I did it right, because I didn't get high. I think I let all of the smoke just escape. None of it got into my pores. So that was fun. But like the time that I actually did get high the first time, that shit was just pure comedy, honestly. Like, it was just mad hilarious. Like, you know, like, I vividly remember, like, time just slowing down. Time felt like it was going by so slow. I literally remember when everything just slowed down, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't even think I'd want to re-experience that. Like, I think that was literally just for, like, my first time experiencing it. Like, sometimes people be on the time and like, yeah, I wish I could experience that first high again. I don't want to experience that shit again, because I was gone. Like, I could still maneuver and I could still move around, but I was like, just out of it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know how I started, getting on this topic. There's like a bunch of roaches on this ashtray. I'm not going to show y'all. Best believe there's a bunch of roaches on this ashtray that will get burned. But yeah, I think as we move into, further, into the future, as the past gets further into the past, I think we should just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, let people just be them. And it is too much work to try to think about what somebody else is doing. So why do that when that same amount of thought and energy put into those thoughts could be put towards yourself? You know what I'm saying? I think judgment is it's just a very, very defensive way of showing somebody that you don't have an open mind. You don't have an open mind. Am I advocating like just sitting down smoking all day? No. I'm definitely not doing that. But what I will say is just like, the whole point of this life is just to find out what works for you. I know some people that could smoke 20 spliffs and be productive the entire day. I know some people that need 1-2 pulls and they're good for a week. Like, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely have seen in real time and in pure fashion that, weed affects everybody differently. Weed is not like liquor. Weed is not like crack. Weed is not like coke. Weed is not like crank. There's none of that shit. Like, so yeah. Tangents, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to just start getting on tangents with this page. This is not a I wasn't sponsored making this. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally just talking just straight from the heart. But yeah, like, just do you. Honestly, go bun one or don't. Or drink some wine, or you know what I'm saying? Just don't do it for the wrong reasons, and then don't, project your reasonings onto other people, or you know what I'm saying? Don't project your traumas on other people when you're in those states. You know what I'm saying? When you high, you know what I'm saying? You do what you do while you're in your space, but when you're around other people, that's how I feel. So yeah. There's about like 175 roaches on this tray, so I'm gonna tap in with y'all probably in like 3 weeks or so. Holla at me.